What's up, YouTube? Alright, judging to that other video I made about, about the baseball season, I'd like to give a shout out to Coach Mounts. He was my teacher in 7th grade, in 7th and 8th. In 7th grade, he was my teacher for a year in geography, and he was my teacher for the final quarter, and that was in leadership. And in 8th grade, he was my teacher for a semester, for the first semester, and that was in computers. Then after computers, I went to I went to art after computers. Yeah. And relating to that, what I did last year, or he was my baseball coach my freshman year, my sophomore, junior, senior, and super senior. I had to be a five-time manager, 5-time RHS student, you know. And I was on the football team for 1 year manager. I was going to be on the football team, but, I just backed out because I was pulled off by my mom because she didn't want me getting hurt. And I can see why. Football is kind of rough. But Mouse was my advisory teacher for 1 year in my junior year in high school. It was pretty good. Papa Mounts, I met in 8th grade, so I've known him for quite a few years. So I've known him for about 5 years. Yeah. It's been 5. It'll be 6 next year. And I've known him for a while, yeah. And he, what was it? And he really likes me. He and I have had good times joking around. The team was fun also, yeah. Every year, me and the team would have great times. Alright. Next up, my buddy Coach Elam. He's pretty cool. He and I have always loved, the last game of the year I just came up and gave him a hug, and I think people made fun of Elam when I said, "Hey, you got a problem with Elam, you're gonna have a problem with me." And he's actually pretty tight. Coach Elam is pretty nice. I like him, and he's my other favorite coach apart from the Mountses. I really, really like Coach Elam and his assistant. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's Justin. I like him too. And Jerry Striegel, I really like him as well. And yeah, he's a really nice guy, and he played Little League with Papa Mounts. That's what I call him. It was Mark Mounts and his dad, Papa Mounts, were the coaches. Mounts is resigned, and Papa, I think, is retiring. And I graduated. Okay, here's the team falling. Mounts resigns, Papa retires, and Surreal graduates. That's me. Yeah. And Jerry Striegel has known Papa, and they've been friends forever. Yeah. And then Kyle Sprague. He went to high school with Coach Elam. Elam was a freshman and Sprague was a senior. That's how they met, and they were on the same baseball team. Yeah, and he's pretty tight. He and I like talking about the Karate Kid and stuff. I think, yeah. Yeah, and there's a Forks coach that I really like. He said he can't think of anyone else who deserves to be the best manager other than me. And then we were shaking hands, and then I shook hands with the Forks coach. I just went like that, and he said, "You got my vote." And I'm like, yeah. Then there's also the Montesano coach, and I've actually known the Forks coach since I was like a sophomore, and he really likes me. And the Yeah, and he's really nice. And the Onalaska and Montesano coaches, they're all pretty cool. The Onalaska coaches were pretty tight. And then there was another one. The Montesano coach was really nice. He said, "Here's your ball. That ball's for you, sir." Because I got foul balls at ball games for everyone. And then umpire called me the foul ball snagger and Jose Jimenez. Yeah. Yeah, and then there was and he said, "I've known you for about 5 years." And then there was another baseball coach, or they call me Babe Ruth for my uniform I wear. Yeah, that one baseball coach that I'm trying to think of. There was there were a couple in Elma that were pretty tight. I like them too. I like all the coaches. Oh yeah, there was one other coach in, I can't think, Hoquiam. He was really nice. They said I was a good foul ball catcher, and the Montesano coach gave me a ball to keep, and he said, "That's for you for all your effort today." And the Toledo coaches, oh wait, no, the Hoquiam coaches were really nice too. Yeah, just give me a ball and say I got their voting. Yeah, I got their vote. He said, "I'll tell them my assistant coaches agreed with it." Yeah, and then the Hoquiam coach was really nice, and the Montesano coach was really nice too, to give me that ball and give me their vote. Yeah, I support all those coaches. I love Coach Elam. Yeah, he's funny. And Sprague, yeah, he's funny. And he couldn't even remember my name at once. Yeah. And here's something. I was over at Elma's field, and then a ball got hit into another field. It was a foul ball. Then a kid's like, "Get off our field! Get off our field! Get off our field!" And the coach is like, "Hey, shut up, or you'll be running for the rest of practice." So the coach was standing up for me. I was about ready to walk away and flip him and walk away like this with my middle finger up and flip him off, but that doesn't solve anything. But I was happy that the coach was able to stick up for me, because I was about ready to get over there and give him a piece of my mind. And trust me, if you piss me off, I just go like this the whole time. Yeah, it's just a little bit different. But anyway, thanks for watching. And I give a shout out to all those coaches. Alright, peace.